Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's Anthea Spark here, and today I'm doing a reading for you. If you are this reading is for you if you are in separation from your divine masculine, okay? So I did this spread the other day and I wasn't intending on filming it, but it was such a good reading that I thought I would leave the cards out and that I would tell everyone about what I see in this really powerful reading. So if you're new to my YouTube channel, all of my readings are timeless. And if you do enjoy this reading, I hope that you could go ahead and subscribe and hit the like button and support me to grow my channel. So let's jump into it. So this line at the top here is the divine masculine. This line down the bottom here is the divine feminine, this one here. And the one in the middle is the connection between the two of you. So I do apologize about the angle of the camera. My Luval light is broken and I'm just making do with the tripod that I have at the moment. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, the divine masculine or the divine feminine, you could be the divine masculine or you could be the divine feminine. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Just take the reading as it resonates for you. Okay, so I will start with the divine masculine. And what I see here in the divine masculine, here up here in this hole in the soul card, is that the divine masculine is actually in a lot of pain. Okay, so if you guys are in separation and you have been in separation for a long time, it's actually, there's a lot of healing happening in this reading, okay, between the both of you actually in isolation. So the divine masculine has gone into solitude. The divine masculine is actually trying to transform something that they have been dealing with for a really, really long time. Now, if you look at these two cards here, you will see, right, if you look at these two cards here, and I don't know which way the camera is going to do it, but if you look at these two cards here, there's a lot of heaviness in these cards, right? Now, this is a burden that this divine masculine has been carrying for some time now, right? This is not new. This is, I mean, there could have been a new situation that triggered this deep, deep purging and this deep healing that the divine masculine is going through right now. As you can see, it's like it's something that they have been experiencing their whole life. It's like it's a wound. They are currently in such a deep wound that has left them feeling lost. There's a lot of darkness. They are in the pits of their shadow, guys. This is what I'm seeing here. And even though there's some good stuff in their life at the moment and there's some good growth happening in their life, they've also realized that until they can actually really heal this past trauma and these wounds and this grief, there's so much grief here that they're carrying that they're actually not going to be able to move forward. And especially with you, if that is something that's on the cards for the both of you. So the Hermit card here, as you can see, she's okay because she's strong. Okay, so this lady in this card, she's representing the masculine, the divine masculine. Now, what she's trying to do is she's actually really, really intelligent, and what she's trying to do is she's actually trying to finally remove the limiting beliefs that have created all of this chaos, that have created all of this grief and destruction in her life. Now, she's holding on to the root of what was once a plant or a tree, and she's trying to pull it out so that she can look at it and go, right, this is what's caused all of my problems. This is what's caused all of this pain and destruction. I want to heal that now. I'm going to get rid of it. She's also looking at her emotions, right? But this is something that needs to be done in solitude. And in fact, it's really, even though you may want to help the divine masculine, which is a lovely thing to do, the best thing you can do is give them their space. Give them permission to be, right? You can hold space from a distance, okay? So I'm really feeling that this person does want to heal. I just feel like they just don't know how to right now. Okay? So I really feel like this is deep. This is really, really deep. Okay? So let's just look at what's actually going on for the divine feminine right now. Okay? So what we have here is the divine feminine is actually in a very similar place. She's standing in the middle of her emotions, but she's armored, right? She is kind of like, okay, well, I guess I need to kind of process all of these emotions right now, and it's overwhelming, and I don't really know how I'm going to do that, but she's in it, yeah? She's she's trying to, I can't even say the word, alchemy. She's performing alchemy, okay? And she is thinking about what she truly desires. She really is. She's actually going, you know what? There's nothing I can really do but focus on my dreams. What is it that I want? The divine feminine is getting really, really clear on what it is she wants to manifest. And she's sitting still. Yeah, she's not pushing or forcing. So we've got a 3 here and a 7 here as well. So this card is saying, if you're the divine feminine, that it's really important that you practice staying in your own power right now. Okay, it's important for you to just stay true to what it is that you want, to your dreams, and in you continuing to heal yourself as well, right? Because this is what the waters always represents emotions. Okay, so really important for you to process your emotions too. Now, let's use the middle line. Yes, this is the relationship between the two of you, but I also want this middle line here to be about the mirror, okay? Because I truly believe in the mirror, and I truly believe that if you are in a relationship with a divine feminine or a divine masculine, you're standing and it's creating this deep healing between the two of you. You're actually standing in front of a very, very powerful mirror. Okay, and even though this connection may start off really loving and powerful, like twin flame relationships, what it also does is it also highlights in you and activates a deep healing within you. It triggers your wounds in such a powerful way. So you actually have this powerful opportunity to heal. So what we have here, and this is what the mirror is suggesting, okay? The mirror is suggesting that right now you're both healing your inner child, or this is an invitation for you to heal your inner child, okay? To bring about emotional balance for yourself. So if you both bring about emotional balance, it actually opens up the path to reconnect, yeah? But this mirror, and often this is the case for twin flame relationships, soulmates, the powerful mirrors, whether they're friendships or lovers, they trigger within us our inner child wounds. So I'm really getting a deep sense of abandonment and rejection and confusion. This inner child, look at her. She's confused. She's tied up. She's chained to the past. But she's also wanting freedom. She doesn't want to be like that anymore. So it's up to you to set your inner child free, right? And there's lots of ways that you can do that. Now, ultimately, what the inner child wants, and we come back up here to the divine masculine right now, is what the inner child wants is self-love. So the divine masculine, here's how the divine masculine is going to find freedom, right? The divine masculine is going to find freedom through self-love. Actually just being, look at that beautiful lion. Finding the strength to go, you know what? This is how things have unfolded for me. And actually, this is where I am at. And I'm just going to love and accept myself in this moment. So I'm going to open myself up to self-love, right? Because that's all he can really do. He's going to get to this point of working his way through the grief, as we saw in the last 2 cards, and actually coming out of that grief through self-love and just acceptance, right? So I actually see a really beautiful energy here for this divine masculine. Like he's actually a really good person, right? So if this is your divine masculine, he wants to come out of this pain. And he will. This is a really empowering combination of cards here, okay? So, you know, the lion, he sits and he waits. So this person is a really, really patient person. And I do see them in a lot of pain right now. But they're going to come out of it, okay? So let's have a look at what the divine feminine's got going on at the same time. So it would appear that the divine feminine here is actually, and this could come back, this could come back to your inner child here, okay? Now, what the divine feminine tends to do historically in these types of situations is actually turn away from the divine masculine. Okay, so when the divine masculine is on the battlefield of healing his own wounds and his emotions, the divine feminine feels rejected. So she's being triggered. This is the inner child stuff. She's being triggered by his actions and making them all about her. So this is an invitation for you to actually, if you have something you want to say it, but say exactly what it is that you mean. But this is an invitation, divine feminine, for you to do something you've never done before in relationships. So if historically you usually turn away and run in the other direction, this is inviting you to actually step back into your passion, step back into your courage and your spark. Be open-hearted and loving. Rather than being cold and distant, be present and open and loving, because that's what's going to bring you, if you want union with this divine masculine, that's actually what's going to bring you closer together with him or her, right? But the coldness will actually create more distance between the two of you. So just something to think about. This card here suggests that there is this really great opportunity for you to reinvent yourself, or to give birth to something new, okay? Could mean fertility, could mean you're really fertile right now. So let's have a look at just be careful you don't burn anyone with your fire, yeah? The shadow side to this card is actually burning people with your words, burning people with your energy. So just be really careful, because if you are really sensitive right now, and so is your divine masculine, there's a really, there's sometimes what can happen is that we can react and become defensive and become really selfish. So when we overthink about ourselves, what we do is we don't consider what's actually going on for the other person. And this can actually burn the other person and hurt them even more. So you really don't want to hurt people you don't want to ever hurt people, right? But you want to be careful you don't burn anyone when they're already in a really vulnerable and painful place. So it's actually your love, your kindness and your sweetness that is going to really support this person to move towards you. So this is the mirror. So in the mirror, we're seeing both of you are going through this rebirth, this transmutation, right? So this is the death card, and the death card can signify an ending. But what's really, really beautiful is that there's a new beginning, right? When something ends, there's a new beginning. And this connection and this mirror has sent you both deep into your own self because look at the home card, right? This is all about you. This is all about going deep within yourself and really kind of getting into the cracks of your soul and going, okay, I need to shine some love here on myself. I need to sit with my pain and release it. Yeah. Now let me just have a closer look at this card here. There's actually, so there's a little, there's quite a lot going on in this card, right? Now, this card here is actually an invitation for you to be more honest with yourself. to really look at how you have deceived yourself in the past or how you've abandoned yourself in relationships historically. Because it's really important that moving forward, coming out of this shadow phase that you've been in during Mercury in retrograde or during these massive eclipses that we've had, it's really important that you come out in a more honest and open way. Yeah, which ties in to both of these, that, you know, whether it's masculine or feminine, that having patience and you know, loving yourself on a deeper level and saying what you actually mean and not playing games and having the courage and the spark to move forward in your life in a really passionate and powerful way. So let's just have a look at what's going on up here for the divine masculine. Because there's more healing, right? It's almost as if this time of separation here, it's as if, you know, the divine feminine and divine masculine are both reinventing themselves. And I know I keep saying the same thing, but that's what I'm seeing here, right? Wow. Okay, so this card here, again, if you look at this, this is all about entrapment, okay? So this is some really, really heavy stuff that the divine masculine is going through. And it would appear that historically the divine masculine would show up in this. He would show up as someone who gave it all. Yeah, and he would be left feeling trapped. He would be left feeling abandoned, manipulated, controlled. And all he's ever wanted was a happy outcome. All he's ever wanted was someone to do life with. Yeah, that's what the divine masculine really wants. So, you know, what's really important for you, divine, if you're the divine feminine, what's really important for you is that you know that men and women both want the same things. Essentially, everyone wants someone, they want their person, someone they can trust and open up to and share their heart and soul with, without being betrayed, without being manipulated, without coming across as if they're trying to control or protect. So let's just keep going here, because I'm going to pull some more cards at the end, right? Now, the divine feminine, okay, such interesting cards. The divine feminine, she's in a lot of pain as well. Yeah, this has triggered a lot of stuff within her, and she's trying to heal it, because perhaps historically the divine feminine would use manipulation to get what she wanted. And not because she's a bad person, but because growing up, that's what she was taught to do. And she can recognize that. And she doesn't want to show up in this way anymore. And I feel like this is something the divine feminine has been working on for quite some time now. So divine feminine, this ties into this card. Say what you mean. Yeah? Actually, it's safe for you to begin to break down your walls. It's safe for you to actually start being open and honest, because the two of you are mirroring each other in such a powerful way, which suggests that what you're feeling, they're feeling too. What you're experiencing, they're experiencing too. And when you both come out of this, you're going to be completely different people. Okay, now let's just have a look here. Now the Phoenix rising, right, is when you're actually, you know, you've been destroyed, you've transmuted all that old energy, and you're actually starting to come out of it. Okay, so this is what the mirror is doing. The mirror is allowing you both to reinvent yourselves, be reborn again. Be reborn again is actually better than reinvent yourself. Okay, now. This is, look, see how the umbrella is actually, the colourful umbrella is leaving? So this is the mirror. This is the self-love. This is you guys coming to this place of achieving a deeper state of self-love. This lesson, this painful lesson that you've both been going through is coming to an end, okay? And you're both going to step into your power individually, and then I feel like you're going to step into your power together too, okay? Whether that means that this relationship, I actually feel like this connection, whether it's a friendship or relationship, it's whether this is about you and somebody, a parent or a sibling or something like that, I feel like it's going to be brand new. Yeah? So this is all about a new beginning for both of you. So let's have a look at these cards here. So this is the cosmic egg. This is the divine feminine. I hold the universe within me. I am the force of an ever-expanding love. So what I feel for the divine masculine is that he's going to actually bring in some more of his feminine energy, and he's actually going to be much softer within himself and within the connection. The divine feminine's card is Thekla. I call back my power from all times and all places. I am my own. And she's there with the lion, right? There's a star, there's so many things going on here. So she's actually standing in her power. Yeah? Not only is she healing herself, she's also healing lifetimes of this stuff. She's calling back her power from all her past lives as well. Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is the frequency of love, and this is my mother tongue. So the mirror, right, is going to allow you guys to come together in a different way. You're actually going to begin to see the best in each other more and more and more. Now, the outcome cards that I got for you guys before is the first mirror, what I see is me, which is a direct reflection, right? So it's actually going to allow the connection to go deeper. And the new story between the two of you is going to be one of unconditional love. And it's going to be about unconditional love for self first, which is, I believe, why you have had to have gone through this whole dark night of the soul, what it would appear like this massive awakening and transformation. And it means that you've hit the reset button. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens between the two of you when you actually come back together. So let me just get a couple more outcome cards here actually. So I'm going to get some outcome cards here. So I really feel like whatever you've been trying to heal and process, whatever wounds that you've been trying to understand and clear, it's actually, you're both going through exactly the same thing, right? So these are the outcome cards. Look at this. The stars, make a wish. This is a really beautiful, beautiful card. And also fight for your dreams. Don't stop now. This little boy, he's in a tiny little boat standing in the middle of his emotions. And he's moving towards, what would appear to be the mothership. That's where all these dreams are. And it's like, if you have been burnt by love, if you have wanted the happy ever after with someone, if you have wanted someone to stand beside you and say, hey, I want to do life with you, this is saying that you're very close. Don't give up. Keep going. Don't stop now, because sometimes it appears that life is actually falling apart, but it's actually falling into place. And where it can feel like we're losing and there's all this destruction and chaos and pain, it's actually bringing about this deep awareness of what we will and will not accept into our reality anymore. So it actually transforms us in a really powerful way. Changing consciousness, the moon, this is you. All of this, it's going to help you. It's creating this massive change in consciousness. The world, never-ending beginnings. This connection is a powerful one. It is one where you can have never-ending beginnings. And no matter how many times you go through deep transformation and you get triggered and you separate and you come back together, that you can continue to do this and strengthen your relationship. Okay? But be careful. Be careful of judgment. Yeah, be careful of your emotions. So it's really important that you are careful of your emotions, that you're careful of victim mentality, that you don't drop into victim mentality in this connection. And if you do, this is where you have to go within yourself and do the inner work. This connection is going to help you access your spiritual powers. Now remember, no matter what happens between you and this person, you have been given this really beautiful gift, this really beautiful transformation. And some connections come in just to do that. Yeah? So let's have a look. And I've been trying not to make this a romantic, about a romantic or a twin flame, because, I believe twin flames, soulmates, divine counterparts, all of that can be with women, it can be with men, it can be with family. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it can be. I believe in magic. So remember, keep if you want to create something, if you want to manifest something, don't stop. Don't just stop because of what is in front of you. I'm always supported. My heart is healing. These 3 cards are about you, okay? And this, I believe in magic. Whether you're the feminine or the masculine, don't stop focusing on what you want in life just because other people have destroyed you. Yeah? Don't allow the pain of the past to hold you back from going after what it is you truly want. There's great magic in this life if you choose to believe it and you choose to see it. Yeah? My heart is healing. Well, we really see that. We've seen this throughout this whole reading, right? My heart is healing. Look at that. Self-love. Like, give yourself time to heal. Yeah? Give yourself permission to just sit in it and allow your heart to heal. And I'm always supported. Now, if you feel like, I feel so alone, I don't feel like I have anyone, I do, and you feel like you can't turn to anyone, if you don't have anyone, know that you're always supported by angelic beings. You're also supported by energy. You're supported by, open up, ask the universe to send you someone to support you and see what happens. Now, if you do that, and I say this to my clients, if you go for a walk and someone smiles at you, that's support from the universe. And it comes through in other ways too, and I always talk about this, where somebody does something for you that's really nice, or a stranger opens a door for you, or, you get given a free coffee or whatever it is. That's the universe supporting you in that moment. So be aware, because those little things, when you look at them like that, can actually make you feel really supported. So I'll leave it there. Sending you so much love. If you would like to book a private reading, the description is in, the link is in the description. Or if you would like to find out more about how I can support you to heal your inner child or access your spiritual gifts, you can book a private reading with me. So guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and you have a beautiful rest of your weekend.